Alright, thanks for clicking on the video. This is Gulpain, just back with a quick review of Final Fantasy 2 on the old PSP. And this game is fantastic. I said I wanted to start the Final Fantasy games from like part 1, just joking, like saying like, oh, I want to start from the very start, so that I don't miss out, and so I can play like Final Fantasy, you know, like 16 or whatever, so I won't be missing out anything. And some people actually thought I was serious, so people were trying to tell me like, oh no, you don't need to play each Final Fantasy game, and I was like, thank you. So I started with Final Fantasy 1, and this one is Final Fantasy 2. So Final Fantasy 1 is very good. Final Fantasy 2 is actually better, I think. I like this a lot better. I'm actually on Final Fantasy 4 at the moment. I played 1 and 2 on the PSP, 3 on the DS, and I'm playing 4 on the PSP. So Final Fantasy 1 on PSP is very good. I'd rather actually look at the graphics of the Final Fantasy games on the PSP rather than the Pixel Remaster as well. I know there's differences between, like, you know, the Pixel Remaster and like the Pixel Remaster and the PSP versions, because the Pixel Remaster are obviously the original Nintendo games, whereas the PSP ones have like a lot of quality of life improvements, and also they have like different dungeons and stuff as well. I believe so anyway. I'm not an expert in this at all, so I'm just like some guy that just played Final Fantasy 2 for PSP and just wants to talk about it on a YouTube video. That's basically me here. So the PlayStation Portable version has it has the, you know, the words that you have to learn off and ask people, but it has like extra, I believe it has like 4 extra dungeons that the original game didn't have, or something similar to that anyway. And there's another mini game it has as well, but not overly different. I think it's just like the graphics have been improved, and it doesn't have the speed up thing either that the newer Final Fantasy games have, where you can basically speed it up and, you know, you can get through the game in no time. So Final Fantasy 2, you start off with 3 characters. Obviously I call the main character, well, I think it's Firion. You start off with 3 characters, and then the 4th character then you have sort of like comes with you for a while. I'm not going to spoil the game for anyone either. The 4th character, there's loads of different 4th characters, and they come with you for a while, and they leave, and then they come back. But you start off and there's a kingdom, and then there's this evil emperor, and he starts destroying everything. So then you basically have to go and sort him out. You have to find a dreadnought. But the difference with this one and all the other Final Fantasy games is that how you level up is you have to, like, if you want to level up your health, you have to go into a battle and keep getting hit. So the more hits you take, the more there's a little bar that fills up, and then once the bar gets to the top, you go up a level. If you want to get your swordsmanship up, or your axemanship or axewomanship up, you have to keep using an axe or keep using a sword. And with the magic as well, if you want your cure to go to level 2, you have to keep using the cure spell. So cure is easy because you can just use that after a battle. But the other ones, like getting Ultima, and because you get that quite late in the game, or like different spells, if you get them late, you have to just keep grinding and going into battles and keep using stuff. So it's kind of strange, but I didn't like it at the start, but then I really liked it because each battle that you get into has like a point. I know, like, normally you get experience from battles, but if you go like at the very start of the game, there's actually a little glitch. I didn't use it though, but at the very start of the game, you come out of the first castle, Altair, and then you can go right down to the very bottom of that piece of land, and you'll fight enemies from later in the game, so you can actually level up faster. But I found if you just find like a weak enemy and just like keep hitting yourself, and then, as Pro Jared said in his review, keep hitting yourself and you'll go up, or keep using the magic on yourself and keep hitting yourself, you'll go up really fast in the levels. And yeah, I never actually, like, the only part that I got stuck in Final Fantasy 2 was just before the mages area, but I think I went there early anyway. There's a mage town on the west side of the map where there's loads of really difficult enemies, and I had to basically like defeat like a random encounter and then save, and then defeat another random encounter, because it was so easy to die. Whatever kind of level I was at was too low, so I should have obviously, you know, like hit hit my characters or cast the magic on my characters a bit more to level them up. But yeah, but this is a great game, and that system that people complain about for Final Fantasy 2, I actually like it better than the regular system. I didn't like Final Fantasy 3 that much after playing this for some reason, but I think I just like the general graphics because the PlayStation portable versions of Final Fantasy 1, 2 and 4, they all use the same graphical style, so they all kind of look the same. So it's like when you play 1 and 2 and 4, it's like you're playing the same game because the graphics are just so similar. They must use the same engine, the same graphics. So that's a quick chat about Final Fantasy 2. Let me know if you've played Final Fantasy 2 in the comment section below. Thanks very much for watching. Thanks for listening. I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios.